besides being the president of this law firm, I have a lot of other activities that I'm involved in. Most importantly is my family. I have 2 children. I have a son who lives in the Detroit area, who's in the commercial real estate business, and he has 3 little boys who mean the world to us. And my daughter lives in Chicago. Her husband's a lawyer there, and she is in the public relations, event planning business. They have 3 little girls, and I think that in my life at this stage of the game, I think that having 6 grandchildren is probably the greatest thing that could ever happen. I'm lucky that I made it to see it in terms of being able to get to this stage, and I find our time with our grandchildren to be just completely unparalleled with regard to anything else you could ever do. I always used to tell people that having children was the most important thing you'll ever do, and children are a reflection of your own success. And I can tell you that having grandchildren, it's a good thing. I like that. I like this role very much, very much. It's a wonderful time. Generally speaking, I'm a very grateful person because I see from my work what happens to people in their lives with injury and illness and loss, and so I consider myself very grateful for good health. I consider myself grateful for a wonderful family, and I consider myself very grateful and satisfied. I don't consider myself to be an envious person or a jealous person. I consider myself very satisfied. I grew up in Northwest Detroit. I went to King Elementary and Winship Junior High School and Henry Ford High School. It was a different time in history in terms of schools and what being in school meant and things like that, but I've always considered myself content and satisfied with what I've achieved. I'm not a jealous or envious person. When other people are successful, I'm glad for them, but I consider myself grateful. As I said, I'm aware of what can happen to people through the work we do here, and I think that people who are fortunate to have a family that cares about them and the blessings of good health are the richest people that you'll ever find, and I consider myself very fortunate in that regard.